In this episode, if it sounds like I have food in my mouth, it's probably because I do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Why would you say that? God. I'm not repeating what he just said. But yeah, we're about to watch Step by Step episode 3. In the last episode, we thought that Pat was gonna pull out an Uzi and get rid of everybody. He did not. He just shouted. He could have done more, honestly. But yeah, let's get into Step by Step episode 3. I've heard a lot of good things about this episode. I've tried to avoid spoilers, but spoilers just seem to find me. Let's go. I don't know if I ever sent in an assessment like that. I don't think I would go into work. I'm surprised he went into work. Would you go into work, babe, if you sent something like that?
I would just assume I'm fired already.
Exactly. Okay, a week has passed since he sent in that assessment. So, he spent a week there. He hasn't been fired. It hasn't been brought up. Nothing has happened. Why isn't he counting his lucky stars and then moving on?
Sitting in like a queue or something. I just think like, oh, that's assessment number 30, and he's just working his way down until he gets to mine, and then my ass is escorted out by security.
But no one's names are listed in any of the assessments. Your name isn't on it.
Anonymous.
Yes, it's an anonymous one.
Well, then it depends on how much detail is in there. Depending on the details, it's gonna be like, oh, I know who fucking submitted this shit.
So the guy playing Jaab, I believe. I think they said his name is Saint. I'm going off of things people said. I've been hearing, or one particular person on TikTok was like, he looks like Bible. And I promise you, I am doing everything in my power to see it. And I see it a little, but not a lot. Like, they both have the same, like, how do I even describe it? Like, I don't even know how to describe it. So I see a little bit like in the forehead to eye area, but everything else I'm just like, he doesn't look like Bible. So, but like that forehead, yeah, that kind of look like Bible right there. Maybe I just need to look at Bible again. Okay, so I was just telling my husband about the trope in Thai BL where if you have a group of brothers, it's never just one is gay, they're all gay. So Kin Porsche, all the brothers are gay. In Fish Upon the Sky, all 3 brothers are dating men, but I don't think they explicitly said they're gay, especially since the middle brother, he is shown to like go after girls and then he ends up falling for a guy, but the younger brother is definitely gay and has from the beginning been going after a guy, and then the older brother comes to visit home and brings his boyfriend.
How did this become a trope? Like what? I don't understand.
How it is that an entire family of boys, everybody's gay. I don't know. I think it probably started in like Japanese BL, and it was just a really popular trope that if one boy in the family is gay, all boys in the family are gay. There's even ones where the dad is gay as well. Like, okay.
No heterosexuality left in Thailand. That's
actually an ongoing joke. But yes, there's this series called Cutie Pie. In Cutie Pie, that's the one where they have been betrothed to each other, where one was a baby and the grandfather's like, yeah, you two are getting married. Like, he just knew, yeah, you're both going to be gay when you're older. But the older one, well, both of them actually have best friends who are with each other as well. And the older one, in that relationship, his dad has a storyline of him falling in love with a younger guy. So everybody's gay. You have no words, I'm guessing?
No, I don't. I've never seen this trope before. I don't know what to make of it. It's like seeing a new alien life form.
Yeah, and then they also have the trope that like the friend group where one of them starts to like a guy, so all the guys in the friend group start to like guys, and it's usually they all like guys from the same friend group, so everybody starts dating. The friend groups start dating each other. There's also that trope. there's like so many like little tropes here and there that we just embrace. And now I'm seeing that there might be a brother trope in here where it turns out the friend of the younger guy, Pat, is actually also Jaab, that guy, is the brother of Jeng, which makes sense. J and J, huh? Should've seen that coming. Okay, so I'm just thinking about it. So Jaab and Pat are friends, and they've been friends for years, I'm guessing. Jeng and Jaab are brothers, and they've been brothers their entire lives, I'm guessing. So how is it that Pat has never seen Jeng at all? Because think about it, like, friends have each other's social media. A lot of brothers will post pictures on social media together when they, get together, or even just like follow each other, and you can see a lot of times who your friends follow, and like if they write on someone else's wall, all that. Like, is it that Jeng is not even on social media? But that makes no sense because he's in digital marketing. And also Jaab does some marketing or concept creation work, which means he has to be on social media as well. I am confused as to how they've never met or they don't know of each other. This is like one of those coincidences that would make sense maybe in like the 90s. It makes less sense now because of how chronically online everyone is, to me at least. I kind of jumped over all the Jaab and Jen things. Yeah, it was really cute. Jaab, like, squeeing over the fact that Jen is going to be able to go on a date with him, basically, to the birthday party. And the interaction between Jaab and Jeng and the phone charger, that's all adorable. Now it's at the restaurant, and the restaurant, the birthday party. And the first thing I noticed, I've talked about before, that was very apparent in between us, it's the colorism. So the waiters are dark skinned. I noticed that the waiters are dark skinned, but most of the people we see attending the party are lighter skinned. And it goes back to that whole like good enough to be behind the camera, not good enough to be in front of it. And in this space, it's good enough to play the servants, not good enough to play the patrons. And it's something that I hope Thai BL will shift from, but we don't even see Western media completely shifting from that. They still have those issues. I mean, look at that movie, about Ice Cube and Straight Outta Compton. I was like, what is that song? Yeah, but that Straight Outta Compton, when it showed the call sheet and it looked, they were looking for light-skinned girls for the really posh uptown parties, and they were looking for dark-skinned girls for the ghetto ratchet parties. And so I don't expect there to be a huge shift of that, especially in a country that has adverts on TV for skin whitening cream. Or things like, if you want clear, bright skin, drink our water. They have ads like that too. So I don't think a country with ads like that, and even in the show On Forgotten Night, there was a whole thing with going to a clinic for skin treatments and drinking certain things and all that. I don't expect them to move away from that very soon. Hopefully, as Thai BL or just Thai media in general becomes more global, they will slowly move away from that, or quickly. But yeah, I mean, look at the things people say about Apple. And that is one sexy man, and the way that he's spoken about at times. So I doubt anything is going to move away from that. Colorism is worldwide. I'm sorry, I am looking at him again, the actor who plays Jaab, and I'm sorry, I can't really see it. I'm trying to see it. I'm like, it is Bible. No. I'm sorry, I just can't really see it. Okay, so needless to say, when Jeng showed up in the first episode at the restaurant, I figured he was an owner of some kind, and I was like, Why is he working a restaurant while working this other job? Maybe it's like a passion project thing, whatever. And then of course in this episode 3, it is confirmed he is one of the investors or part owners of this restaurant, and they built it there so that it could be close to both their offices and their homes. So the next thing I'm thinking is, shouldn't Jaab know that his brother has a restaurant there? Does he not know where Pat works? Doesn't Pat work for his father? I have questions. So many questions. Is it a situation where Pat and Jaab really just aren't that close? So, no, they share some level of closeness. I mean, maybe they're not on the level he is with the other two, but they're definitely close. I am so confused. Hold up. All right, so this man is the manager of a digital marketing department at his father's company and the head chef at a restaurant that he's part owner of. And he's handsome. And he buys out stock at a bakery at the end of the day to give away to people who might want it. Can they just like write a sign that says perfect and just stick it on this man already? Like, he gonna get something stuck on him, in him, where? From the beginning, I'm like, they have 2 owners on their team. There's no way these owners should be allowed to participate in questions about their restaurant. So needless to say, when Jeng answered the last question, I was like, if that makes the team win, and I was like so glad. I was like, yeah, but you're the chef, so no, thank you. But this whole thing is like one of the things I love about like the tropes and stuff. This, because we were talking about tropes earlier, but this whole like coincidence of the restaurant he's been going to turns out to be Jeng. The food he's been eating turns out to have been cooked by Jeng. Like all this stuff. Oh my god. And like he's always liked these things about Jeng without knowing even who Jeng is. It's so adorable. Every time Jaab comes on the screen, I can't help but go, all right, remember, he looks like Bible. And then now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, let's see, Bible played Vegas. Vegas wanted Porsche for reasons. Porsche was already with Kin, but before that he wanted Tawan, who was also with Kin. And now here is Jaab, who wants Jen, and Jen is with someone named Mon. He's just like Bible, all right. He's playing a man who covets another man's boyfriend. Well, in Kin Porsche, he coveted his cousin from his cousin. I actually really love the framing of this scene at the restaurant with Jaab and Jen being in that archway. Whenever the camera goes farther out, it looks really cute, and then when we get the close-up, they're like leaned against each side, and I really like the whole framing of it. It looks like Jaab trying to bring them together and this whole romantic scene, but then we also know Jane is with Mon, so he is not looking at it as a romantic scene, I believe. He's just hanging out with a coworker and friend, versus Jaab, who's like, I'm hanging out with my crush and I'm trying to see if there's anything there worth me holding on to. Okay. So Jaab and Jen go to the car. Jen says that Mon is gonna pick him up at Jaab's condo. Okay. And then makes the comment about how it feels like a one night of our first night was look. Huh? That threw me off, but I was like, nope, I'm not gonna pause yet. I'm gonna keep watching. It's all cute, him opening the door for him and everything. Then they get back to the condo, sorry. No, this is the thing. So So he asked him, you know, do you want some water? Do you want beer? Or do you want green tea? He's like, yeah, let me get a green tea. In my head, I'm expecting him to come over with a hot cup of tea. I'm not expecting to see Oishi Honey Lemon. Oishi Honey Lemon. That threw me off. I was like, this is not GMM TV. And he got to mention that it's sugar free. Wait. I'm just remembering and vice versa. But I think vice versa was the first one I watched where they showed the sugar free one. And of course, like every time they drink it, they're like, and it's still really nice. It still tastes good, even though it's sugar free. Which made me go, all right, it don't taste that good. If you have to keep going, wow, even though it's sugar free, it still tastes good. Or y'all use something else instead of sugar. Like, we didn't use sugar, we used corn syrup. But wait, all right. So first, when he's handing him the drink, make sure the label is showing. Got it. When Jen is taking the drink from Jaab, make sure the label is showing. But then the drink finally goes out of focus, and I'm like, wow, they're actually not showing him drink it. I should have known better. I've seen enough product placements that I should have known better, but I didn't. So of course he's drinking it, and the label, of course, is facing the camera. No one drinks like that. The label is facing the camera with the 0% sugar, so you know it's Oishi. It's not the honey lemon flavor. It's just the only one that I remember where they're always going Oishi Honey Lemon, Oishi Honey Lemon. Oh my god. Okay, so he does say it's refreshing and it's not sweet at all. So he didn't say, wow, it's refreshing and it tastes so good. It's refreshing and it's not sweet at all. And then I love Jaab's response of, oh, just like a commercial. Yes, guys, this is just like a commercial, which, you know what? I have to give that to the writers, because the writers probably were in the room like, this is going to be out of character for a little bit with this, because this is a product placement. How do we bring it back to the story? And that's what they came up with, and good on ya. What I'm waiting for is for someone to do like I can't remember the name of it. It's a web show. Justin Chon was in it. I don't remember who was in it. Who was in it? I remember the chick from that zombie thing with Drew Barrymore, where Drew Barrymore was a zombie mom, and the girl who plays the daughter in that. I know she was in like a web drama where it was about an American girl getting sucked into a K-drama, and there was a whole scene with product placements because she needed makeup, so she just goes to the makeup store to get herself done up because product placement. And I want to see more shows be self-aware like that, where someone walks into a store and they grab the product and then they do the whole thing, and then someone goes, wow, this was almost like it was a product placement. I know, right? And then they turn and kind of wink at the camera. I want to see that. All right, so Mon called at the most inopportune time for Jaab when he's getting ready to confess, but it's just the two of them sitting on the couch, so uncomfortable with each other now, like just in silence. And then Mon just walks in and they're both just like, yep, nothing to see here. Don't look suspicious. 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 Yeah. Like, there's no way. He had to have walked in that room and like, this is awkward. What the hell is going on between you two? Everything good? Maybe he wasn't raised in trauma. Maybe that's it. He came from a happy home, so he didn't even think twice. I am now officially confused because in the okay, so Pat has woken up in a strange room. He realized when he was walking in the wrong direction to get to the bathroom. And he picks up a picture frame, and in the picture frame is his boss, the boss's wife, and Jeng. And I was expecting to see Jaab in the picture as well, but he's not in the picture, which makes me wonder, is Jaab actually brothers with Jeng, or is he a bastard son. I'm sorry, I was trying to find a nicer way to say it. Is he a child born from infidelity? Is he the unwelcomed child? Who is he? I am confused. I am Confucius. I'm not Confucius. I'm just confused. But why didn't he take him back to the condo? Like, it's worse that he's waking up in his boss's mansion, isn't it? Oh God, I'm confused. Or take him to a hotel. Would a hotel be better? Okay, hold up. So Jen gets Pat into the car, into the minivan here, okay? He sits down and he turns and he like says, back to my condo someday, whatever the driver's name is. Then we get another outside angle of the van and him going on his phone, and there is no one in the car. I can't see a driver. Can you see a driver? I can't see the driver. Maybe the driver's on the other side and that's why I can't see him. But it looks like he just spoke to nobody. I can't see anybody. Dang it. I remembered it earlier. I noticed it earlier, but I forgot to mention it. And now that Jeng and Pat are talking, it's coming back again. But I love how Jeng comes down the stairs. He's realizing, oh yeah, he definitely read my review. He read my review. Yeah. So he's realized that. But what I love that I noticed earlier and forgot to mention, and now that they're talking about it, realize Pat is wearing Jeng's clothes. Oh, because I noticed, of course, that the shirt is big on him, but I wasn't thinking about it. Oh, that is cute. That is adorable. That's an adorable little detail to make sure it was bigger. You know, like how in some shows there'll be like a obvious height difference and everything, but somehow the clothes perfectly fit. Ooh, I just remembered in Teen Wolf when Styles wanted Danny to do a favor for him, so he just had Derek in the closet like trying on different shirts that were too small for him. And he's like, I can have him keep going all day for you, Danny. Just remembered that. So the dad from Skoy is also plays Jeng's dad in this, and he was also supposed to be the dad in Kin Porsche, I believe, when it was with the other company before the OC. This man just has a tough look. If it's not him, then him and somebody else just share that same tough look, that tough face, and it's so. For me, like, it's hard for me to even see him as Jeng's father, because like he just has this rough, tough look, and Man doesn't have that rough, tough look. He is a very beautiful man. Man is beautiful, man. And not to say you can't be beautiful and rough and tough, but that rough and tough, like, gruff look is very different from that, like, handsome, tall, mysterious, charming, debonair look. Like, they're both different looks and they work for different things. And I'm like, is it a good thing that they cast them? Like, because he, of course, is gonna play that tough, rough father very well. He plays scary very well. He knows how to use what he has. Like Danny Trejo. Like Danny Trejo, like the thing where Nice Peter was singing to Danny Trejo, and Danny Trejo did not break character the whole time, just stared him down. And then when the song was finished, like busted out laughing, because he's actually just a really sweet puppy now, especially in his older years, as you know, dad and all this stuff has like worn him down, and he's just a sweet old man now. That's what I feel like that guy is. Like, he's probably like the sweetest, nicest person, but then he always gets typecast in that rough, tough guy. Y'all watch Physical 100? The bodybuilder guy? He was so cute. Everything he did was just so adorable. And it's like this big, rough, tough guy, but so cute. That's what it reminded me of. Oishi Honey Lemon. Oishi Honey Lemon. Drink it in your car on your drive home. Oishi Honey Lemon. The way him and A are just so dramatic. She's like, just pretend to be asleep. Can you jump out of the car? they're just so dramatic. So Jeng is actually going through an existential crisis, showing up to the restaurant, and his employees are glad that it's his day off because they don't want to have to deal with him. Going through everything like, dang, do I really want to be this guy? Wow. Jeng is being pulled through the worst he'll ever experience as a rich kid with a rich daddy, with all the connections to be an investor in a restaurant and all the connections to get a job in an office. I'm just saying. Nepo baby. He's a nepo baby. Nepo baby, nepo baby, nepo baby, nepo baby, nepo baby, nepo baby. Okay, I wish my husband had stayed for the last portion because he wanted to know how that was going to close out. So he just has to wait till we watch again tomorrow. But okay, a lot happened that I didn't talk about because I kind of was just like, all right, we're in the last stretch. Let me just watch everything, get everything together. So Jeng is really concerned about the things he read in the assessment and really doing some self-discovery and acknowledging that he can be a better boss, which is good. That is the best sign in a boss, somebody who can grow, and he's growing. Big boy. I also like that he acknowledges that what's his name, Prem, was wrong. Like he's gotten away with some behavior in the office. He cannot get away with that behavior anymore. Personally, I would have been like, he's gone, but he decided to give him some punishment and making him an example by firing him. But he's made him an example in a way that hopefully will deter the kind of behavior that is encouraged among those men in the office. He had Pat apologize as well. And this, I had to go, you know what, he's right. This is where I need my husband, because my husband was the one who was like, why is he acting like that in the office? And I'm like, you know what, yeah, he does need a little bit more self-control, which sucks to say, but yeah, in handling certain situations, especially in the office. So get that. Yeah, Jeng is showing growth. He's come to a compromise with Pat. He's given Prem a punishment for his behavior, and they're ready now to move forward in the workplace. So we're gonna see what happens next week now. So I'm getting ready for the preview. What's gonna happen next week? Okay, all right. So next week he's gonna be finding some products that are usually associated with women at Jeng's apartment. Does he know Jaab lives there? Because doesn't Jaab wear nail polish and stuff like that too? So I guess it could be that he's finding Jaab's things. He's on the phone and he's using ka instead of krab. I can't remember the name of the show, but it was explained that there are men who will use ka. Actually, in Not Together With Me, in one before Together With Me, that name I all of a sudden can't remember. Oh God, it's one of my favorite two. Bad Romance. It was explained that the reason why Cho uses ka when talking to women is because he's being flirtatious. Lazy suburb, big up yourself. But yeah, Cho uses ka to flirt, and it's like, is Jeng using ka to flirt, or is he being flirted with, or is he speaking to someone younger? Because like when speaking to a younger girl who is could he be using ka for that too? There's so many different ways people use speech. Or could he really be referring to him or himself? But yeah, Pat is keeping a close eye on Jeng because he wants to know his weak points, and I feel like this is going to be the shift where we start seeing more romance blossoming between them. So what? Maybe like episode 5 or 6 we'll get a kiss. I doubt we'll get one next week. So maybe 6. We'll get the first kiss. And then Jaab and Jen will probably get together in the very next episode if it wants to be messy. So what did you think of this episode of Step by Step? I actually am really enjoying this show. Are you enjoying the show as well? I think it is. 2022 was the year of BL. 2022 was the year of BL. So 2023 is the year to step up BL. And the ones that I've watched so far have been doing a good job. A Boss and a Babe, I believe, have their final episode this week. I might be mistaken. Did they extend it? I can't remember. Did they extend it to 10 or? I think this week is their final episode. I can't remember. Bed Friends has already ended. That was good. I liked Bed Friend. The last 2 episodes were a lot of fluff. Some of us loved the fluff. I wanted more story with the fluff. It was a lot of fluff, not a lot of substance. There we go. And Tudor didn't even show up till like 5 seconds in the end. Why was he in the opening credits the entire season? But that is another that is for another day. We have stuff coming out of Japan, I believe, that I haven't watched. I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't watched it, so I can't talk about it. Taiwan History 5, watched half of the first episode and gave up. But yeah, what BLs have you been watching this year? 2022 was the year of BLs. 2023 they gotta step up their games because 2022 knocked it out the park. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of people didn't like I Long Nai. I loved I Long Nai, and I need to review the movie. Force me to review the movie. Like, go on all my social media and just force me to review the movie, or else it will never get done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Time for BL. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok. I'm very active there. That is the place I'm most active, honestly. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and good night. Whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye!